Hey guys, it's Allison again. I am here today shooting another video for you to help with the application of your Jamberry Nails. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you how I do my applications. Don't mind the jingling on my dogs behind me. I have already done a lot of prep work on my nails to get them ready for application. I have already removed my jams, and I have gone and scrubbed my nails with Dawn dish soap. I use a little nail scrubber, and I scrub that down to make sure it pulls out all the oils and to make sure they're good and clean. And I pushed down my cuticles, I filed them how I need them, so I'm all ready to go. I have taken the next step. I've kind of started the process here, if you can't tell. I haven't trimmed or anything. I'll go about telling you about that process here in a little bit. But I've taken a Jamberry nail prep wipe. There's also nail cleanser that you can use, and there's also the option of just using like an alcohol swab to get those all ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wipe, I took it out of the package, and I'm going to clean that nail. Pardon my 4-year-old sneezing. Clean that nail. That dries real quick. We're going to be applying hot pink tint. It's almost kind of a clear wrap. I've never done it before, so this is brand new. I've never done this kind. So the great thing about these is it is a clear backing, so you can use it to size up exactly what you need. And I'm going to take a second here because I have fingers that are just a little bit different sized, and I don't ever remember which one is which. Alright, so my middle finger, I'm actually skipping one. I'm actually going to be this one over here. So what you'll do, make sure that you don't touch the adhesive side with your fingers. The oil will break down the adhesive. Same as make sure that you don't touch the sides of your nail or your cuticle with it, because that will cause lifting. So since I know which one it is, I'm going to take my sheet here. I'm going to use tweezers because it helps me, and I'm going to bend. I like to break it up halfway because I get the two out of my nails. If you have shorter nails, then you obviously are going to get more than that. So I've got that separated. Now if I could find my scissors, because I've clearly moved them. Sorry about that. So I've got it centered. I'll take my scissors and just cut that right in half. See? I've got it all stuck there. And I have my Jamberry heater. It is already on. Can't even hear it, can you? And I'm going to heat it adhesive side. And I don't know if you can start to see that bending or getting a little loose. So now that I've got that like that, I'm going to bend this down. Oops. You watched me mess up. I spun it around, so luckily, because of that excess, I did not actually touch that backing. So I just reheated that a little bit, and I'm going to lay that down and center that on the nail. You know, and sometimes you might not get it just right off, and this is a process that just takes some practice. Press that a little bit to let it go. So see how, let me put this back. See how I've got that on there? So now I'll just kind of press that down a little bit. And then I'm actually going to take my heater and I'm going to reheat it. I kind of turn on all sides because you just never know. Alright. And then I'm going to take my rubber cuticle pusher. As I get to the right spot, and I'm going to follow along that cuticle line. I'll make sure I get a really nice press and pressure on there. Alright, and then for me personally, I will heat it up just a little bit more, just a tiny second, and then I'll press again. I have just curvy enough nails that I have to pay a little bit of attention so that I make sure I get a nice seal. Now, also because of the curved nails and I have a little bit longer nails, I will heat it up a little bit more, and then I'm going to do the pull and tug method. So I've heated that up. I'm just going to grab the end, pull it out. That's going to pull out any bubbles, any buckles. Sometimes I have that. And then I just kind of, I bend it over. And while it kind of cools, it forms a nice seal on that edge. This will work if your nails are shorter too. It works on my toes. So, alright. So that is all on there. Now, the reason that I went ahead and did these two, because before you trim and file, you want to make sure that your jams are cooled. Because if you do it when they're still warm, because that adhesive hasn't sealed down yet, it will break that seal, and then they're not going to stay as long. So, because I waited and did these earlier, I can go ahead and process through and trim them up and file them down and show you the rest of the application. So, what I'll do, now all the tools that I'm using have come in the application kit or the mini heater, the one-it-all package. So what I'll do, I'll take my scissors again, and because I have this excess, let's see if you can see that there, that excess on my finger, I can go ahead and just cut that down to a reasonable length. Oops, dropped it. And then I will take my Jamberry file, and what I'll do is, now you're going to want to go at a down angle, but just a little to the side. And as you file, that excess is just going to come right off. Alright. And then I usually will take my buffer, and just so it's a nice smooth edge, go over it. But, boom. That's it. That's how you do the application. You just do that over and over to each nail. So, before long, I won't have these things, and I'll just have a really nice pink application. So, there you go. There are other methods, and I'll probably show you those down the line, but this kind of gives you a basic tutorial of how to do it from start to finish. So I hope that it was greatly helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to post in the comments or just get a hold of me directly. Thanks so much. Bye!